What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Neon Arcade. With GamesCom being less than 2 weeks away, today we're going to be looking at what kind of exciting new things we'll see not only there, but over the span of the next year or more of marketing from CD Projekt Red. Stay tuned to the end to see what I think the Cyberpunk 2077 marketing schedule will be like month by month and what content we might be getting. So getting right into it, let's look at how they unveiled The Witcher 3 to get a better idea how similar it is to Cyberpunk 2077 and the possible marketing timeline they're aiming for. CDPR has stated that they want a bigger marketing approach to Cyberpunk 2077, so we can expect sizable chunks of content to be coming out regularly. Now, whether they stick to this bigger and better approach or veer off on a different route is anyone's guess, but again, the best thing we can look at is how The Witcher 3's marketing unfolded. The Witcher 3 was developed over the span of 3.5 years with a self-funded budget of $81 million, 35 of which were used for marketing purposes. The project also went from 150 to 250 employees during development. Just for reference, CDPR currently has about 300 people working on Cyberpunk 2077 and are planning on investing much more than $35 million in marketing. The Wild Hunt was announced on February 4th, 2013 and followed up with a developer diary of sorts called The Beginning 4 months later. Now, GamesCom is roughly 2 months from E3, where CD Projekt Red held a behind-the-scenes Cyberpunk 2077 demo for journalists and media outlets only. 2 months isn't a huge window of opportunity for them to put together something substantial for GamesCom, like a dev diary as they did in the marketing of The Witcher 3, despite the fact that marketing for 2077 is going to be more robust. This doesn't mean that they don't hit each of the big gaming events with at least something. In an interview with Kotaku, Marcin Iwinski also made mention of Gamescom as potentially big for Cyberpunk. Here's the audio for that.
So are you, now that this E3 is almost over, are you already thinking about your demo for next E3? Is it time yet?
Yeah, I think we still have Gamescom, so we'll be showing.
You're going to show something different at Gamescom.
Yeah, I can tell you that. But I will say like this: it won't be the same. It will be worth to visit. Of course, don't expect a totally new demo, please.
Okay. I'm not going to Germany, so you don't have to
curb
worry
your
about
enthusiasm.
me.
But we want to show maybe something different, some different angle of
So it sounds like people are going to be waiting a while. People have to be patient with this.
Yes.
And do you guys have like a...
Now, in addition to the beginning dev diary 4 months after The Witcher 3 was announced, we also got a debut gameplay trailer. This was the one that was criticized when the game finally came out and had downgraded graphics, and that can be partially the reason why we didn't get any gameplay in the Cyberpunk E3 trailer. Even though the 2077 trailer was in-engine footage, I think they want to be sure this time around that what they show, at least in terms of gameplay and graphical fidelity, is what they will deliver on launch. August 2013 gave us The Witcher 3 Killing Monsters cinematic, which was not correlated to any big gaming event. We will definitely see Cyberpunk 2077 content from CDPR sprinkled here and there that aren't a part of these big gaming and technology events. We might see these little videos or articles between big gaps of time where we don't have any other events to be shown new gameplay, details, or trailers. The Video Game Awards capped off that year of marketing for The Witcher 3 with a cinematic. I think we will absolutely see something from Cyberpunk 2077 at the Video Game Awards because they draw in so many viewers of all ages and gaming backgrounds. It gives a lot of exposure, maybe even more than some of the seemingly bigger events. This makes me believe that the public will get something gameplay related here if they haven't already. I can also see something cinematic here from CDPR as new trailers and cutscenes are the focus of the typical awards show. Maybe the making of the demo where we see brief cuts of in-engine footage and gameplay and the development process like we did with the beginning snippet after The Witcher 3 was announced. Going through 2014 and 2015 is when marketing really started to ramp up for The Witcher, and scattered between these videos were tons of exclusive interviews and developer talk sessions. I really do think we will see more of Cyberpunk in 2018 than we did The Witcher 3 in 2013, and then we'll fall more on pace with The Witcher 3's cycle in terms of 2019 marketing and early 2020 if the release date stretches that far. I do have a video on why I personally think the game will release in 2019 with some pretty solid evidence, so if you want to check that out, click on the card at the top. All in all, we officially got 28 videos from CDPR themselves, from announcement to the last video before launch, with tons of content delivered by other media outlets and journalists that kept anticipation for The Witcher 3 fairly steady. Wrapping up, I think CDPR will be true to their solid marketing they did for The Witcher 3, and that we will absolutely start to see more diversity in what they release to the consumer. I'm really hoping Gamescom in 2 weeks reinforces my point by actually showing something substantial, despite many people not expecting too much since it's so close to E3. As a final recap, here is the potential schedule of Cyberpunk 2077, assuming it follows in many of the footsteps of The Witcher 3 pre-launch, with the additional content of a bigger and better marketing push. Anyways, that wraps it up for this video. Let me know in the comment section if you'd rather see a gameplay teaser or a developer diary first from Cyberpunk, and for everything 2077, consider joining the arcade by subscribing.